I want to start with giving our condolences to the tragedy at the University of Virginia. I thought our commissioner and league office, Mike New, his staff, doing the moment of silence before the game was powerful. And our continued thoughts and prayers as they work through this awful tragedy. This evening was a hard-fought game by both sides. We knew that that's what it was going to come down to. Our football team continues to find ways to win games, and I thought all three phases complemented each other. I've said that before, but it was full display this evening, from the punt by Jack and special teams. Nathaniel just continues to be Nathaniel with the field goals. Yes, I'd like to finish some of those with touchdowns, but just defensively, Alvin Floyd, what this football team's gone through, and it's remarkable. It was a back and forth game, and our guys just kept believing, found a way to win the football game. So we were super excited.
Bryce Stinson, WUB. Coach, you mentioned the safety or the punt down to the 1. How big was that safety really for getting the momentum going in that second half?
Yeah, you could say game changer, and that's just what we needed. I mean, we come out at halftime with how the first half ended, with not great energy. Curtis is on our mind, but I challenged him at halftime. Hey, it's next man up mentality, and CJ came out, got some first downs together. We got that safety, got some momentum. Okay, and you saw the energy. I mean, the moment that happened, I thought it was a game changer, and it was evident with just everybody's body language, And I was trying to help the energy and couldn't get it done, but that got us going. And you just got to, as a football coach, the longer that game went on with what's in front of us, I was concerned about our football team pressing and not worried about the outcome, and pressing and not executing. That was my biggest concern. I was not great on the headphones at times tonight because I was probably doing that, but our guys didn't flinch, man. I couldn't be prouder.
Aiden Crowley, WUB. Coach, you mentioned obviously Curtis going down late in that first half. He came out of the locker room in that bigger brace. Is there an update you can provide yet?
Right now, no. The doctors are inconclusive. He's wrapped in ice. As soon as I got in from halftime, went right to him. And his spirits are good. I will talk to his parents this evening. I'm gonna give Nathan a call, of course. I'll talk to John Bowman and Matthias before I do that with any update. But as of right now, I think it's going to be a eval tomorrow. Check the swelling in it. He's able to put weight on it. I think you guys saw him. You said the brace and the ice. So we've got our fingers crossed. But Curtis is a strong young man. He's been through a lot. He's got a wonderful family, and I know we'll get through this, however it turns out.
Maria Manessi, WEB. The defense had 2 fumbles from Carson Steele tonight. What can you say about the defensive fight?
It's unfortunate with his injury. I don't know what his status is, but he's a heck of a player. He's the best running back in our league, and I think he was close to 200 yards rushing in the last 3 weeks, and we gang tackled him. I think that just looking at their stat sheets, they were less than 100 yards rushing, if I'm seeing that right. And that's a straight running, gang tackling football team. Great game plan. I thought defensively the turnovers are huge, especially Alvin. So not to give a long answer, but just the 3 phases. Defensively got winded, and we were to put a drive together. Sam came up huge on their sideline on 3rd down and 5. Wow. And CJ threw it. I'm very excited with what CJ got done tonight. He sat in that pocket, made some really good throws, took care of the football, and with limited reps. Your second team quarterback gets reps. Don't get me wrong, but we did not change a thing on our call sheet, for him. and he handled the audibles, the protections, and I'm not sure he broke a sweat. Just talking with him, it's like I was talking to Curtis, and so great job, Coach Isfording, and the guys on offense, and we're gonna take that and build off of it.
Coach, throughout the season, you've described these guys as a group of overbelievers. Did you see that especially tonight with the injury?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm so proud of them.
Coach, this is the 5th game in a row now that you've held an opponent to under 24 points. Speak to the kind of change in the defense where at the beginning of the season they were struggling a little bit, but now they look like a cohesive unit that's able to stop really anybody in the MAC.
Yeah, I think, again, we've got some guys back, but Coach Nowinski and the guys on defense just kept coaching them. And they've made improvements every week. I think that scheme-wise, you're seeing some things, dime, nickel, penny, to get our best 11 guys. And I've made comments about Coach Nowinski when we hired him, that he finds ways to get the best players on the field. And I know Spence, but there's a reason why we hired him. All right, he's in the MAC East from a team that I've game planned against. He sees Kent State and Buffalo every year, and they also play Ball State every year in Miami. There's a plan. It's not why we won the game tonight, but there's, he's a good scheme coach. The guys love him, and I'm very happy with the progress of that unit.
And then, Coach, got to give a shout out to CA, who's set a career high rushing. How big of a performance was that in that spot?
This is the best he's felt since we kicked it off, since FAU, and so we kind of had a little thought he's going to have a good night, and it couldn't come in a bigger stage for where we are offensively with what happened. He fights for extra yards. He had broke 10 tackles in the first quarter, and his elbow is getting a little loose in there. I'm breaking those tackles, and the ball came out in one of those, but we got a break. But hey, he's young on some of that stuff, but with what he's doing pass protection wise, and then the ability to get extra yards after contact, the one run that got us down inside the 5-yard line, he bounced the inside zone. We had the inside zone call, and he bounced it, and then he hit the crease. He gets better every week. I'm excited.
Coach Connor Mallon, WOUB. So looking forward to next week, you have BG at home for the equivalent of a MAC semifinal. What's your mentality looking forward to next week?
Regardless of the outcome of that game tonight, I told them, hey, we're undefeated at home, and we want to do our very best to continue that. I'm excited for our fans. I'm excited for the best fans in our conference and our student body. You said it. We're playing at home, right? For the winner goes to Detroit, and if you ask me, before FAU, hey, how do you want this thing to go down? That would be the storyline. And so you're going to get a football staff that's going to come to work. We're going to get in at probably about 4:30 in the morning, but we're going to attack this game and get a game plan put together and give our best effort. 1-0, and it should be a whale of a ball game.
Aiden Crowley with WOUB. Guys, obviously playing with a lot of momentum. That's 6 in a row for you guys. Just talk me through what the vibe is before games and stuff with this team, the confidence that you guys are playing at.
Yeah, like I've said before, ever since we controlled our own destiny, it made it really easy to go one game at a time, because we knew that if we did that, we'd look up and be exactly where we wanted to be, and that's what we keep doing. We know 1-0, and eventually we'll be, hopefully playing in Detroit. And that's what we just keep doing. So I think that gives us confidence.
On the energy side, especially before those games, Coach Nowinski, his pregame speeches, he's a grit person, and he's just gonna let us have it, and he bring a lot of chills in your body. I know the offensive guys, he's talking to us, but he's also talking to the whole team, and like everybody's feeling that energy, and we come out faster than usual.
Maria Manesi, WOUB, obviously defensive side, forcing 2 fumbles from Carson Steele. What can you say about the defensive fight, especially tonight?
Definitely. Coach just letting us know that we needed to get turnovers, we needed to score as a defense, and just, making adjustments as needed. And guys respond very well, and that's what you ask for as a defense, and just dominate the game.
Yeah, and then kind of a follow-up. The elephant in the room, obviously Curtis going down. How big of an impact was it for the defense to kind of come together in that moment?
It really, honestly, didn't change anything for us because we know what we're about. We know what we need to handle with Curtis here or not. As a defense, obviously we want Curtis to play, and obviously with him going down, he actually let us know that we need to be better as a defense, and just responding well. That's all we needed to do.
Kai, Bryce Stinson, WAB. You guys went from one of the bottom defenses in college football to now you're playing. I think this is 3 or 4 straight games where you guys are looking great defensively. What's been the biggest difference over the course of the season that you've really improved on?
The biggest thing for us was just getting to understand each other. Understand that Coach Nowinski let us know all the time, like, hey, it works together in the front end and the back end. So as long as the back end guys are covering well, then the front guys can go get a sack or whatever, and vice versa. So just understanding what we need to do as a defense as a whole, as one, and just executing.
Yeah, and then Sam, I guess on the other side of the ball, obviously Kurt's going down, but you guys were able to run the ball still efficiently. How important was that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, with Curtis going down, you would think that it would stall things, but we've had injuries at every spot all year, and we have a deep football team, and there's good players at every spot. So, Curtis goes down, and CJ steps up, and he made plays with his arms and with his leg, and the run game kept rolling, and we really didn't skip a beat once CJ settled in, and we were good to go, and we knew we had it.
Coach Albin describes you guys as like a team of over-believers. Did you feel that tonight, especially obviously with the injury?
Yeah, I feel like our confidence in ourselves never faltered, our belief in ourselves never faltered, and no matter who's out on the field, we go to work every single day, every single one of us. So we believe in each other. So no matter who's out there, we know they can get the job done.
That's the number one thing. Like what he just said, we believe in each other. This culture is like huge, and you hear Coach Albin talking about the brick. He talking about Mortarman. He talked about He had different slogans for us, and Mortarman is the biggest thing because obviously you need mortar to build something, and that's exactly what we're building. And he came in a different mindset and just having us understand what this team is about and what this team needs to accomplish, and just everybody's buying in, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And then if you guys have nothing, I got one more.
Okay.
But obviously you guys were watching the other game happening tonight, and with that final, you guys basically have a MAC semifinal game next week at Peden. How fun does that sound? How excited are you guys for that challenge?
We don't lose on the front. That's just that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's the epitome of action. 2 games being played in the snow, and now it's all going to come down to 1 game. So that's pretty cool, and just prepare like any other week and try and go 1-0 again.